All right, and I am live. Let me make sure I'm getting out the other side here. Let's see if I'm coming through. I'm live. Yep, coming through just fine. Good evening, everybody. It is September 11th, 2019. I hope everybody spared a thought for our 18th anniversary remembrance of the 9/11 disasters, the Pentagon, Shanksville, PA, as well as New York. It was a day that will always be burned in our memories forever, that's for sure. And a very painful day with a lot of painful memories, a very confusing day as I remember it, and a day that I hope that never gets visited again upon this country, but you never really know as the war on terror grinds on. And I hope everybody is having a good evening. I'm on early. I'm going to make this a shorty tonight here. A few things I need to cover off. As many of you know, I have now gotten the van back. I'm very happy to have the van back. It seems to be functioning properly. I'm excited for that. We'll never really know till we get on the road the quality of workmanship out of the dealership that I've been working with. Probably, you got to kind of keep your fingers crossed and hope for the best. That's for sure. So I did get it back about 3 o'clock today. I had to spend an hour finagling at the dealership. The Fiat Chrysler wanted me to return the rental car to the dealer, and I get down there and the dealer, hey McFly, the dealer wanted me to return it to Enterprise. It's like blah 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 blah. Just a total disaster. Hey Dakota, a total disaster of disconnect, and it's such an uncoordinated service experience. The best part for me, the very best part of all, is the fact that when the van is running good and the van is on the road, the van is peerless in terms of its performance, and I'm very happy. I'm still very happy that I have it. Although I have to say the availability of parts and service left a lot to be desired when it came to my whole experience on getting simple warranty work. I decided to leave my key. I did have an extra key programmed. It's working properly. I decided once again to leave that in possession of Missy Jenn. I was going to wire that to the bottom of the van someplace, but I decided, nah, I don't know. Knowing my luck, the thing will come off down there, and then I have a bigger problem. And, I could have water intrusion even though I wrap it in plastic. I don't have I can't really find a magnetic key holder that will hold that in position. It's too fat. These key fobs are just so thick these days that it just doesn't fit around the protective case on there. So, well, you got to do what you got to do. And in worst case scenario, I'm always just a 1 day Federal Express from having that key shipped out to me. So it's okay. All right, glad the little rascal's back and is ready for Vegas next month. You bet. I'm looking forward to seeing the Alliance crew down there. I'm really looking forward to that mid-month in October. Very excited. I should be down there the week of I'll be in there the 13th. I believe that's a Sunday, and I'll be out on Saturday, I believe. So I'll be spending the better part of a week there, and that'll be it for Las Vegas until January. The weather is going to be fantastic. It's the time of year that the weather is superb. You'll still have very warm days, but it goes down at night. Yeah, the van is back. My World OKC. Thank you, honey. The van is back. I'm very glad about that. I'm on much earlier than usual. Notifications are not working. I just happened to see you live. It's YouTube, Johnny West. I never know what to tell people. Just tweet it out and put it out on your social media. Rosie Girl is live. tonight. Yeah, so that'll be it in Las Vegas until the return in January for the adult convention. I will be, some people have asked me my plans in November and December. I think Elvis will probably be here on the Rancho. I plan on doing a, working on the van when the Lisa Marie comes up here. Otherwise, I'm going to be home those 2 months of November and December. I like to spend that with Missy Jenn here on the Rancho. It's a very important time of year here, and there's no place like home. I've already scheduled to do the fishing and crabbing, the deep sea fishing combo, rock cod and crab fishing trip. I'm looking forward to that. As you know, I had an outstanding fishing trip last time, having nailed 2 very nice salmon, 10 really big sized rockfish. Very happy. So, line screws, I'm debating to see Dionne Warwick, Do You Know the Way to San Jose at Caesars Before She Dies, or Journey. I didn't know they were still wheeling Dionne Warwick out on there. Put another 100 down and buy a car. Oh, weren't those the days? Oh boy. Yeah, that's right, McFly. It's only money. It's only money, brother. That's all it is. Only money. Let's see. I will be on the, I want to just wait a little bit, let the room fill up a little more before I get to my main event tonight. When scamming hits close to home, I know it's been a big topic here on YouTube in over the last 24 hours or so. It's been like a volcano that suddenly burst to the surface today, and there's a lot that's been going on under the surface. It's like an iceberg. You only see the tip on it, and there's been a lot of things going on in the background. Unfortunately, I had one of my moderators kind of go south on life a little bit, and many of us were caught up in the swirl of that. Tomorrow I will be taking off. Destination will be Ensenada, the Cardiff area down there. I'm going to be taking off very early to beat the rush hour around the Bay Area. I will be going down 101 across the 580 Richmond San Rafael Bridge, skirting around Berkeley and Oakland, Millbrae, down through that area, out Pleasanton, Dublin, and right up the Altamont Pass and over to I-5 and south on I-5. And I-5 should take me all the way down to Ensenada. Now, hey, how you doing, Vanessa? Let's see, Line Screw says I got a Russian fake YouTube email phishing scam the other day. Yeah. I get a few of them a day too. Most of them are from African banks or Middle Eastern banks. If you've come into $47 million, why would you pick me to share it with? Okay, I'm just going to waste it away. Thank you, Holly. You like the blue. Thank you very much. Nice to see you, Bronze Baby. So when I hit Ensenada, I'm going to attempt to, as I'm coming in, make contact. I probably will not go live tomorrow until I am over the Grapevine and descending into, through the San Gabriel Mountains and descending into the LA Basin. Thank you very much, HX. I came out not spending a dime more than just getting my key programmed. Thank you. Joseph said, Rosie, I was rear-ended last week. They are calling tomorrow to offer settlement for back pain. How should I handle it? If it was a week ago, delay settlement, okay? Delay settlement. Don't sign off on any medical things, Joe, okay? The insurance company's goal is to close the case as rapidly as possible. So you've got to let time go by. I'm not suggesting that you play games with pain and all that. Make sure you make sure you have documentation. Make sure you have documentation if you miss work, the hours that you missed, the time that you were unable to engage in your usual activities because of pain, all that. The more documented you are, the easier it is to put a dollar figure on that and settle up and then seek triple for that for pain and suffering. That's what you want to do, Joseph. You want to take your time. Okay, take the photos, document your care and treatment, the things you've had to purchase for pain management, any extra devices that you need to have in the way of pillows or comfort. Very important to keep a real detailed book. That's the only thing that a judge can go on, or a jury, is you come before them. You talk about what happened to you. You don't just stand there and a judge has to pull a number out of his ass and award it to you. The judge is going to say, what are your damages? What are your actual damages? And if you can pull out a spreadsheet, number one, you're going to impress the hell out of the judge with your organization. And number two, they're going to have a hard time going down that kind of checklist and checking off of that. Let's see. A lot of people get concussion from the jerking of their skull. Get rear-ended. Submitted a 24-page summary of injuries with photos. Very good. Nobody's suggesting that anybody cheated an insurance company out of anything, but don't short sell yourself either. Everybody's gonna want to just stick that piece of paper in front of you to sign off forever on medical stuff. My best advice is delay and give it some time. Hey, Kim C. Let's see. So you're just going through the places you just said to get to Yuma. Yeah, I'll be leaving Santa Rosa, going southbound on 101, crossing the Richmond San Rafael Bridge over to the Berkeley Oakland side over there, moving south along there. Going off to the left on 580 towards Oakland, skirting Oakland, downtown Oakland, and right out past Millbrae, Pleasanton, Dublin, and right over the Altamont Pass, and turning south on I-5, which will take me south. I'll be gassing up in Buttonwillow, Route 58, and then running the Grapevine. I may go live at that point over the Grapevine down into the LA Basin. Let's keep our fingers crossed that I-5 is not a parking lot down there. Moving through South LA and right on down into all the beautiful hoity-toity neighborhoods of Orange County, and right on down to Ensenada and Cardiff, where I'm hoping to meet Dr. W down there. How you doing, Tanya? Well, long time no see, honey. How are you? Nice to see you. Now, why wouldn't they pay for a rental car that's in 40s very, very fast to do that? You've got to have a rental car. Hello, Collie. I'm not going to attempt to make Yuma in one day. Once I make San Diego, it's Ensenada. It's another 200 or so miles. It's a little much for me to take on. There'll be a lot of traffic to negotiate around Los Angeles. Not my favorite place to drive through, but we'll make it through there and then south. And I want to spend a little time in Ensenada. I'll probably do a live tomorrow night. Do a morning on Friday. Maybe hit the beach area, show you guys a little bit of town, and then put it south on I-5, and then take I-8 over to down into the desert there and through the gates of hell. Okay, through the gates of hell, and that's exactly what it's gonna be. I'm gonna be leaving the lush 60 degrees, and when I get to the other side, it's going to be about 110 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be a barn burner. But one thing is going to happen for sure. This teeth situation is going to be well underway. and ride and herd on that, and that's worth the drive for me to make sure that in fact happens. Monkey Boy says, I just drove from Tennessee to Vegas. Yay! How you doing there, Juice? What's up? Nice to see you. I didn't know. I think Blair White is supposed to, I'm not sure. Is he going to be meeting up somewhere? That's cool. I'm glad, HX, that there's younger trans women that represent much better than I ever could. The realities of life, and yeah, it should be interesting. Yes, HX, even-numbered highways run east and west, and odd-numbered highways go north and south. That's right. And they're also numbered from west to east. You start at I-5 on the west coast. As you move your way eastward, the numbers climb till you get to the eastern seaboard and you're on 95. Okay? How you doing, Almost Uber? There is a method to the man. I guess, Tanya, I'm kind of too old for the train, honey. I'm like the old broad that gets left at the station in the fog, and you just pulling away from the station now. It's pulling away from the station there, honey. Somebody's got to be there. Somebody's got to be there to close the doors of the station. Yeah, I know I would. I'm very, I admire her. So that's, I know about Blair White. I watch a lot on YouTube. I know what her Instagram posts, so that's good. It pays to be younger coming through. There was a lot of ground was broken before Blair White. People even before me, Renee Richards, Dr. Renee Richards, in my memory, in the 1960s and 70s, was the first really big time tennis player, transgender gal, and then it followed on from there. There was an old heifer at the North Carolina Mountain State Fair named Rosie. I thought of you always saying the old broad. So, but I'm very happy for somebody like Blair White that she can have such success and be such a good representation. Extremely happy about that. She's definitely going mainstream. Do you have a video on your name? I think I do. She's getting death threatened. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You know, that stuff happens. But for the most part, we know that, thank goodness, in life, although people may threaten, very few people ever put those threats into action. Why would you want to risk your freedom to make some kind of statement in life where you'll be the one that really suffers? Antifa, well, you know. How you doing, Spirits? Nice to see you. My destination, I will probably be rolling into Yuma sometime on Friday, mid to late afternoon. I'm not going to rush it through there. I have to run past the opposite direction. I'll be taking notes going through there. Now, from what I understand today in my conversations with Marshall, that he was heading over today, has made, I will let him speak on that on his channel, but things are finally underway, I believe, for the teeth stuff done. Glad to see you got Little Rascal back. Thank you very much, Spirit. I'm very glad to have Little Rascal back, that's for sure. Very glad. So I will try to live stream some tomorrow and some tomorrow evening. Have a hangout down there. Most of it will be confined to the Rosie O'Kelly channel here. Once we get underway and D and stuff, we're back on the San Diego, back in the San Diego vicinity. Be doing more on the McNamara channel and all that. So won't be using the Murphy channel. Be some food reviews and things like that on there. So Let's see. Today I got the complete series of Twilight Zone, All in the Family, Mom, Pa, Kettle, and Francis the Talking Mule. Exciting news. I know. I'm going to get a pop one of my allergy pills. I'll be right back, okay? Oh, man. All right. Got a fan in me, but couldn't afford a flight to SF. Yeah, I can't help but thinking about some of those. I was watching Yasmin's chat with Harvey and Nicole and somebody named Penny on there, who's obviously transitioned for quite a few years. I mean, possibly decades. And thinking about how somebody like that, they'll never get any notoriety. They'll never have meetups. They'll never have any acclaim of what they did. But yet they were the real pioneers that lived their dream, and really did serve as the big icebreakers for those of us who came afterward. And I've been at this for the better part since 2000. Thank you, Kawana. Did you change the name of your channel, Kawana's Kitchen Uploads, or do you have another channel? Older people on YouTube guess. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that. We are a youth-driven society, and that's fine. I mean, what makes better imagery on media, social media, than somebody that's young and vivacious, and that's perfectly understandable. So I really wish her all of the best on that. So that's great. Yeah, it's nice to know that somebody will be making it big. So anyway, Yuma bound. That's going to be tomorrow. It's fly by the seat of our pants. It is fly by the seat of our pants. It was recommended from Soup Buddy. Yeah, you should always have a B channel too. An A channel and a B channel, and just start to feed both of them. Okay. We're flying by the seat of our pants. My hope is to not spend more than 1 week down in the deserts of Arizona down there. It's going to be a pretty miserable place to be for the most part. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to boondock down there. I'm going to give it the old college try. Really going to give it my best shot, but I'm not going to risk my health. Remember, I sleep in a van. I have to keep the windows rolled up. I do have a fan that one of my subscribers, Patricia, was kind enough to send me, that hangs from the ceiling. And as long as the battery goes, it should provide something on that. So I'm looking forward to. We'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, and then into San Diego, that's where the real misery is going to begin, I think. As I said last night, I will be having, if I have a place that's arranged through the courtesy of a YouTube subscriber, they'll undoubtedly just be parking for one vehicle, and that vehicle will be mine. And if you want to come on to San Diego, the responsibility will be on you for finding your own parking spot. Yeah, Yuma will be 102 to 109 for the next week. Just gonna have to suck it off. Okay, take care, Tanya. Nice to see you, honey. Always awesome. What's up, Vegas Fiction? When scams hit close to home, Vegas Vixen, I'm not talking about you. Don't worry. It's not going to be humid, anywhere 23 to 30% humidity, but still that sun is it's roasting. Oh, you just got new lips. Oh my! If you think you might need something for your, yeah, it's fine, Kim. I don't like to really put the touch on people. How you doing, Penny Pincher? Nice to see you. You know, I try to be as independent as possible. It sort of is a good theme to run with here on YouTube. And Kim, see, that's kind. You got your own. You know, you got bigger fish to fry with family and the death of your mom and all that. So that is very kind. As I say, once we get into San Diego, I know Marshall's expressed an idea to do Tijuana. I think Dee will be coming down the 21st. So undoubtedly I will probably be set up beforehand with Marshall. I don't know what my time amount will be down there. I would like to try to boondock if I can't make this place happen, but it's really going to be a scramble. It is really going to be a scramble. And who it's really going to come down hard on is Marshall. It's going to test every bit of his boondocking skills to get away with camper van towing a generator into one of the most protective anti-RV, anti-sleeping in vehicles cities on the face of the earth. Okay. And they will ticket you and all that. Is Tijuana dangerous? Not like it used to be about 10 years ago. The federales are in there. They've cleaned a lot of stuff out. Is there one thing that is a must that you have that you didn't have the last time? A fan. Okay. I got to sleep with the windows rolled up, and it really is like being in a Native American sweat tent. Okay. I don't have any choice. And temperatures at bedtime are, 85, 88 degrees. It is what it is. Okay. Now there are cheap hotels too, and I do reserve the right to bail into one of them. But I'm on a budget. My budget's been bruised a little bit, as I'll get into in the next couple minutes when I get to the main topic tonight of when scams hit close to home and close to the heart. Here on YouTube, yeah, cheap Airbnbs and all that. Maybe take some time in Mexico. I think Marshall's looking into a couple hotels on the Mexican side that are relatively inexpensive. Might be a way to have the whole experience, say. Shay Shay said, Rosie, your Baltimore Orioles beat my LA Dodgers. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Well, my Orioles are in last place in their division, and your Dodgers have clinched the Western National League championship there, the divisional title. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. What's the price of gas up here? About $3 and $3.50, right in that range. Sell Marshall to the Mexican cartel. It is sad what happened. Great to have a good time and be a rebel. However, it's nothing to risk your health just to be safe. Exactly. And I'm not stupid. I'm not going to be a hero. But yet I have to be very conservative of my money. So that's the price of gas up here. Okay. I'm not asking anybody for anything. If you see content that you enjoy, you'll always see the once in a while see the PayPal link and all that if you feel so inclined. If you enjoyed it, a tip is always welcome. Taxes are never collected on here. It's all total voluntary system. Hello, JK. How are you? Yeah, good boundaries. You have to have good boundaries. You do. What's going on, JK? Okay, so some months ago, somebody came into my life, somebody that I had seen on side chats regularly around the community, whether it was Tucker's chats, chats that Nicole would have, other chats in the community, someone named Ginger No Soul. To me, new to me. She had been in my chats quite a few times. And I never really took time to vet people. I don't really know Kim C. I know her to be, as far as I know, a woman of integrity, one of my wrench holders here. I don't really know Jen that well. I barely really know Oda May. We've never talked on the phone before. We have text messaged before, but that's about it. There's limits to how well. One of my big negatives in my mind, may be a positive. I'm not a nosy person. As many of you know, I'm extremely protective of people's information. I never look people up and do searches. I don't do background checks. I don't care for, I don't have a nose for drama. I don't get involved in it. You never see me in the drama chats. You don't see me on the side chat. Why? I might like the people, but I don't like the topic matter. I always think that there's something inherently a little bit icky about that as a topic. Not that I mind the people that do it. That's fine. That's their bailiwick. That's what they enjoy doing. But for me, I strive to a higher level of content, at least in my mind, not to down their content, but content that does not rely on drama for views, okay, but to bring real, everyday fun topics, whether we're having a couple drinks and just laughing and talking romance, dating, everything under the sun. Yellow ad marks was on your vid. I have no idea, Joseph. I don't even. YouTube gives monetization. YouTube takes away monetization. YouTube gives monetization. YouTube takes it away. You know. I don't even give a damn anymore. I don't even care. If it happens, it happens. So I have fun doing it. Like I say, I don't mind other people doing that. But I did have some people come over from those communities. One of them was Oda May, the drama community. And at that time, I decided at the beginning of the year that I would. Which video are you watching, Joe? No, it's not monetized. So you might see where previous ads used to be placed, but they're not placed now. The channel's not monetized now. There's a good chance it never will be. How you doing, Mud Puddle? Earl Weaver, yep. How you doing, Miss Kitty? I put out the call at the beginning of the year when I started doing my own streams, and I pulled away from panel chats. I don't think I've been on a panel chat for the better part of 6 months anywhere. I think I'm better for having. Oh, it was a long time ago. HX. It was in May. It's not that big. It's not that much money on YouTube anyway. Okay. If people want to support you, they'll support you. How you doing, Vicky? That's not really an issue. Okay. But because I was doing my own streams, I wanted to have a core of good moderators. And I wanted moderators to participate in some of the financial things that would happen. I feel very uncomfortable. I feel very unworthy when I would be getting the AdSense. I would be getting Super Chat donations. I would be getting PayPal donations. And the people in here, like the Juice, the JK, although they don't participate in the Tip Your Mods thing that I have here, there are some that do. And I think it's a really nice way to tell them, hey, you show up, you're wonderful. Why shouldn't you be? You're just as much a part of what goes on. Hello, Kevin Leonard. You're just as much a part of the success, and I use that in quotes, of the channel as anybody else. What's wrong with that idea? Nothing's wrong with it. Okay, nothing is wrong with it. And some of my mods have benefited by that, and I'm happy about that. And one of them that answered the call, and I love Oda May, and Ginger No Soul was a fixture in the drama communities and things for a while. And when I put out the call, Oda May, who I love dearly, suggested Ginger, which worked out beautifully for me. There's no doubt in my mind, thank you, Juice. There's no doubt in my mind that Ginger was an outstanding moderator. She was a raconteur, storyteller, always pretty bubbly, a little snarky, a little snippy sometimes, but she was a great moderator. And I guess that makes the pain even worse when I realized that her being on YouTube, not just in my community, but in several communities, was part of a long line of scamming to the tune of 43 charges of larceny, petty theft, swindling, and other things. It was shocking to me. It did not come to light today. I've known about it for the better part of a week. It's been like a volcano under the surface. And today it blew for the general wide community. Now what makes it really bad is I have no ill feeling about the monies that Kim earned over not Kim, but the monies that Ginger earned over the 4 or 5 months that she was a moderator on the channel. But I do remember her. I looked for a Ginger No Soul on a PayPal to send her money. And she said, that's not going to work for me. How you doing, Hazel? I want to put that out. I'd like you to send that to Tammy Sue Davis. What do I care? You know, didn't ring a bell to me. I'm not in the drama community. I wasn't here. Yes, I wasn't here. Oh, thank you, Line Screw. That's my account, Cal Vintage Repair, yes. I never had her on a panel of mine. I've never had Oda Mae on. The only time I've ever heard Oda Mae's voice is when she's on somebody else. And that's fine. It's not, like I say, I'm not a nosy person. How you doing, Kitten Cat? Thank you very much, Line Screw. Much appreciated. Yeah, my PayPal is Cal Vintage Repair, which I use for my business. I didn't think anything about that for 4 or 5 months, sent the monthly payment. She was a very appreciative person to that. Okay, but I knew nothing. How you doing, Joey T? I'm all pretty much packed. Yeah, I'm ready to go. I just have to get my personal hygiene items together and hit the road tomorrow, set up a few things on the computer, and I will be good to go. Destination Ensenada tomorrow. Now, let's fast forward to recently, where I was contacted by someone that said Ginger usually always showed up on the job. She was a great moderator, okay? So I don't feel bad about the monies that were distributed for what I thought was a great job that she did. What was bad was what happened recently, a couple weeks ago, when I was approached by one of my mods and said, there's a situation, this gal's been hospitalized, she's had to have surgery. It's terrible. She injured herself. It was a workers' comp. She was, one of her co-workers was stepping down off some rocks at the beach, which should have made me wonder because there's really no rocks on the East Coast beaches, right? At least none that I ever saw. Getting down off of some rocks, and the guy slipped and pushed her down, and she cut her butt cheek. 9-inch gash. Well, who doesn't feel bad? Who doesn't feel bad about that? So I was told that now my inclination, since she was a moderator, was, well, she's incurring expenses. There's a delay in getting her workers' comp. Sounds like she needs money. Talk to my moderator. Maybe we should try to organize something to raise a few bucks. And then I pulled back and said, whoa, I said, I've been down. Yeah, your feelings will be the end of you. Down here in North Carolina and from Maryland, Virginia, South Carolina, there are no real rocks around, okay? On the beaches. I already decided I'm not doing a GoFundMe for that. But I was told that there was a Amazon wish list, and I thought, okay. I looked at the Amazon wish list, and I'm sad to say now that I purchased a lot of items off of that list and had them sent on to her to the tune of about $150. Okay. Why? Because I cared about her. She'd always been a faithful and decent person to me. And the other reason was I didn't go far down the list because the list was organized into essentials and non-necessities and nice to have. You know, it was different. It was a well-organized list. I hit the essential items, and all of those items that I purchased off of that list happened to be for hospital and recovery related items. I'm not sending dog food to somebody, okay? Ain't gonna happen. All right. But I did hit things like a thing to help lift you out of bed, special shower shoes, grab bars, because hell, I got Missy Jenn, right? I'm aware of all that shit that you need. Then I got a message a couple days later from Oda May. It's it's all a scam. She's devastated because of the time that she put in to communicate. Sean the Brit called me. We had a phone conversation, and it was basically over. I communicated to Ginger, and I said, hey, there's some allegations being leveled as you being Tammy Sue Davis. And she said, that's terrible. It's nothing that I ever did. And the next thing I know, all of her YouTube is deleted, gone. Most of her social media. And I can't help thinking about her name. About her name. And how I even talked to her. I even talked to her in a chat one night. Ginger No Soul. And I thought to myself, that's really a weird name. Ginger No Soul. It's like, I even said to her, how in the hell, how do you get that name, Ginger No Soul? I don't even remember what her answer was. But it struck me as sad. Now, the only takeaway I have, Victoria's organ on the bus says that's sad because next person who really needs help, they won't get it, maybe. They say gingers have no soul. Okay. Thank you, hipster. Maybe the person that needs help won't get it. That's the reality. That's the sad wake. That's the sad turbulence behind these kind of events, is that the door closes, or you think it does. But you'll think that you know somebody really well, and wham, the next thing you know, you get a shoe upside the head. Okay. How well do we really know people on YouTube? I heard Sean the Brit today. Yeah, Compassionate Romance Scan. I heard Sean the Brit say today that, he's like, if I don't see you on cam, I might not call it a scam, but I'm not going to pick up the slack and donate. And I tend to agree with that. Now, that means a lot of people that may need help and value their privacy may never get it. But if you're in a private Google Hangout with a very select group of people that are known to keep their mouths shut, and you still can't reveal yourself at that point, well, that's that. I guess that's where, hey Sig, how you doing? I guess that's where I'm going to sign on at that point right now and just say, yeah. You know, if I don't have ability to see you on cam and to put a voice and face together, because evidently Tammy Sue was connected by mom of 3 boys because she remembered the phone number. And I have her phone number. I have her address that she had the things sent to in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Okay? I have all that. It may be of some use. I don't know. Because when you go purchase things off of the Amazon list, it says this is a blind address protected for the privacy of the person. In other words, you can pick off the items, but you can't know the address of the person. Well, I kind of front ran that. I sort of ran in front of that train before it came because I told Oda I don't know what her address is. And I never got that far along on Amazon to see that stipulation. I asked for the address ahead of time and I got it. Okay. And evidently a lot of people have it because a lot of cards have been sent back and forth. Can you charge it back? The only real solace I have, the only comfort to me is these were products that were not luxury products. They were not Oreo cookies. They were items that obviously are going to benefit somebody in need. I can go down the list of the items. You know, special grips. Things like trapeze bars, shower grips, special scrubbers for feet. I mean, all the things that would seem perfectly normal. Well, what actually may happen is that all that shit gets shipped right back to Amazon. And it's all turned into cash. That's right. I think the most expensive thing I bought was a sheet set. Okay, and all in it came to about $150. Yes, it's fraudulent. It is. And you just have to wonder how sad somebody's life is that they have to scrounge around for that kind of money and have such a long tail of larceny and fraud behind them. Well, some people are very, very skilled at what they do, and I guess after 43 brushes with the law or whatever, you get pretty damn good at your craft. Pretty darn good at your craft. So that's kind of the way I feel about it. Will I pursue a chargeback? I will not be pursuing a chargeback, but I will rest with the knowledge that, you know, it's financially, it's a setback for me. Okay, I'm not asking anybody to step into the breach. Let's be perfectly clear. I have limited funds to operate, small pension, just, you know, travel, got to get that done. That's fine. It's a price you pay for being dumb. I was dumb. There's not much you can do about it. But you sure can. She self-extinguished her own wrench, JK, because when I went to look at my rapidly diminishing mod core, her name had been missing. She closed her YouTube channel down. To me, that was proof positive that she had been running a scam. And it's just kind of unfortunate that all of those months that I had been sending her that small monthly stipend of being a moderator, it was all being paid out to Tammy Sue Davis, which was fine. She earned it. She earned it. Okay? That's not my issue. My issue came with what was done in the drama community before. Evidently, there was money raised for a hurricane, other things. The only other thing that I'm pretty sure of in life, just like in me, just like for me, there will be a day of accounting. Will it be today? No. Will it be tomorrow? Nope, probably not. But if you're a Christian believing person and you believe that there's a great creator above all, we all have to be accountable. Me as well as Ginger and everybody else. Should be an interesting day. Hey, Jen. Yeah, it's peanuts that they get, McFly. It's more just a courtesy thing, and most of them don't even participate. And I don't announce which ones do and which ones don't. I'm thrilled. I see somebody like Kim C here. She doesn't have to be here. JK No Cow, he doesn't have to be here. He could be off dropping shrooms in Hippie Park in San Francisco. Jen, I'm just appreciative of that. Hi, Uber Goober. It's just something, yeah, I feel like I got fucked. It's not the first time on YouTube. But the only saving grace that I told myself was two things. Number one, those were very weird items to request. If in some weird way it helps the quality of life, I'll now put a thought in her mind every time she looks at one of those items. Something will be burned into an absent conscience and maybe spring that to life. So I tell you, every time you look at those special shower scrubbers for your feet, every time you lay in those luxury sheets, every time you grab one of those grab bars, you'll have that thought in your head. I know she's watching. But you cannot do much for somebody that does not have a conscience, that does not care if they trample upon other people, does not care if they scam people. As long as they get what they want in the short run, there's not a thought in the world about the long run. Yeah, don't slip and fall. The other great saving grace is I never, as much as I felt like it, as much as I thought about Ginger, I came that close talking to Oda May. Maybe we should do a fundy for her. And then I pulled back and said, I don't do that business anymore. I'll just do something privately if you reach out. We never know what the future. Yeah, there you go, Juice. Scam me for a lifetime friendship. Yeah, that's Ginger, no soul. All I can do is put that thought in your head that every time you slip between those luxury sheets, you will have that thought in your head. So, do I feel bad? Yeah, I feel bad for the other people. I feel bad for the people. Uber Goober organized money for hurricane people. There's always a lot of blowback with those events. People in the drama community came forward and evidently helped Tammy Sue Davis with all of her bone cancers and whatever other cancer she had. That tells people, yeah, thank you, kitten. That tells me that people at least have a lot of heart. And people with a lot of heart are going to get smacked around a lot in life. They're going to get beaten hard. But I think just being a kind of person that steps up and help is its own reward, even if it doesn't ever work out. It says more about you as a giver and your heart and your spirit and your mind than it ever will say about somebody that took that in a deceitful manner. It will always say more about the wonderful people in this community than it will ever tell me about someone like Ginger No Soul. It just amazes me how people rise to the challenge here and do things, cross their fingers, hope for the best, hold their noses, and just drop it into the bucket and hope. To me, that's the beauty of humanity on the daily. These people that we will never ever meet in our lives, and yet we do these amazing things for these people. How you doing, Thomas Jordan? People donate food, money, cash, water. Not any of the people in need ever get it. Red Cross is a big scam. I think any organization becomes bloated. Red Cross is no different, but I like to think that most of what's contributed, there has to be some organization that's there in some fashion rapidly and does something. Miss Kitty, my hit was small. We have people in this community with fantastically big hearts that are blessed with the financial resources to do things in life and to make an impact on people's lives. And they do it on the daily in here. I feel bad for them. You know. Yeah, there we are, McFly. Send a swarm of thank you. I appreciate the thumbs up tonight. Lots of people couldn't even get bottled water. I hear you. Yeah. Shay. I'm not sure what the sheets are. I wasn't close to her. Thankfully, all I could think was making yes. I appreciated that. A lot of people stepped forward. Poor Oda May. I never talked to Ginger on the phone. Evidently, Oda May was close to her heart for months and months and months and months. Okay, but it just took one person to connect a telephone number, mom of 3 boys, to start the wheels rolling. And I gave Ginger a chance to come clean when I contacted her. We had text message back and forth, not much, only recently when I needed to confirm an address and things. And right down to the bitter end, with the ship sinking like a Titanic, she held on right at the end and denied everything. Yeah, I know. Oda May is it's come down very hard on her. I think she purposely wanted to be away today so she wouldn't be subject to this this eruption today, and I don't blame her. No, Shay, she did not know that she was Tammy Sue Davis. I'm the only one that really knew effectively for 4 or 5 months that she was Tammy Sue Davis, because I was hitting her PayPal every month with Tip Your Mind. But I never heard anybody ever mention the name Tammy Sue Davis. In my, scammed a lot of people, Sig. In my travels and on YouTube, I've never heard. Yeah, epic catfishing. Yeah, don't let it harden your heart. Let it encourage you to do more things on a local level, to turn your attention that way. Come to the opinion that probably about 25%, maybe a little more of what you see is probably scam. Be circumspect with your money. Remember, YouTube is a social media video sharing entertainment platform. It's not the Red Cross. It's not the Good Samaritan Society. It's not St. Jude's. It's none of those things. It's a collection of people that come together to watch videos, to socialize, to chat, and to have a good time here on YouTube. And it's inevitable that people bring up, as people get more connected, they talk about their health issues, and scams arise, and it's always going to be a hallmark of these platforms. Yeah, that's right. I'm not my brother's keeper, nor do I expect that of others. Well, I'd let others people make that. Yes, that's why you donate to the ASPCA. I like to, when individuals reach out, as I've always done now, since I don't do GoFundMe's, is just privately drop what I can to the person and just hope for the best. Will I be more cautious? Yeah, because this is one of the most, practiced and studied and smooth scammers that any of us have ever come across. And she exists in broad daylight in North Carolina. It's not my place to root her out. It's not my place. I just say, hopefully, I'm sure that stuff gets liquidated and turned back in for cash. Whatever. Sad state of affairs. There's nothing wrong with your mom helping you pay for college, some Joseph. That's a normal thing that a lot of parents like to do. Okay, that's life. Oh, you dropping your foster kittens off for neuter and adoption? I don't think so, news unit. I don't think I would move to Las Vegas and live there. Yeah, the address is there. It's very, thank you, JK. I could get a strike on that. Thank you, Kev. It's not worth getting a strike on dropping that, but the address is circulating. People know who it is and all that. Yeah, Virginia City's nice. Yeah, Vegas is fun to visit, but not to live there. This is going to be a short one tonight. I gotta be up at need to be up at 4 a.m. I need to do some more packing tonight. I will be on the road at 5, rolling along the dark canyons of Oakland and moving my way out to the Central Valley and southbound. People can handle it as they wish. I know, as you guys do, at the end of the day, all that merchandise is just returned, liquidated, and cash is taken. And that's where we go. McFly, at this point in time, my inclination is not to sell the Rancho. I'm not going to leave people in some ridiculous suspense. I don't know about living in SoCal News Unit, I will be going live as I descend over the Grapevine. I may be live streaming the Grapevine and going down into the LA, just to give you guys an idea of some of the climbs, some of the road, and I'll probably be live streaming through LA, down through South LA, and into Orange County and Ensenada. So, oh, your new sculpture looks like me. Good God. Poor Shannon. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you for being along, and thanks for being great people on YouTube too. I wouldn't come back to this place if this place was populated with people with such black hearts and black intention. I don't think I could ever enjoy a day here on YouTube. It's bad enough I got my hands up to the elbows, and you know what? Pardon the pun. I got enough. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night. See you in Southern California. Woo!